You are listening to the Cigar Noise Boys.
Cool kids never had the time on a live wire right up off the street. You and I should meet. Junebug skipping like a stone with the headlights pointed at the dawn.
Mac Miller.
No.
Fleetwood Mac is what I meant.
All right, I'll start. Shakedown 1979. Smashing Pumpkins 1979.
Got it.
Do you like Smashing Pumpkins?
I will tolerate them on the classic rock radio, but I wouldn't say I like them.
When I was a kid, I liked Tonight Tonight, and then I remember listening to it on my I was either in a car, like on a cassette, or I had it on my little Walkman, and my grandma wanted to hear it, and she's like, "I kind of like it. It reminds me of my country and western music I like." And I was probably 5 years old or some shit, but yeah, or 10 maybe, but yeah, Tonight. Yeah, I was into them when I was a kid.
Their top hit, Butterfly something,
Uh,
or Vampire something.
it's Rat in the Cage, 1979, Tonight. Despite all my rage, I am still just, I don't know. They have quite a few bangers. Everybody,
yeah, but how does that start? Does it start with something like a butterfly, or am I tripping out?
Yeah, no, I think it does. I can't remember offhand.
What's up, Cigar Noise Boys? Dom and Tyler.
So,
Missed last week, but we're back, baby.
what did we do last week? Oh, so I do a buddy bid. So every Tuesday I work a double and then I get off Friday. So theoretically, I have off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I usually pick up overtime now when there's days available. But yeah, so I do doubles on Tuesdays, and then you had after school activities to do.
Yep. All done with grading. Summer's in sight. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and before you know it, we'll spend 1 hour together in San Jose.
1 hour? So
I don't know how long we'll be able. I mean, I'm leaving early Monday, so.
Okay.
And we're coming back from Carmel. Is it Carmel by the Sea?
Carmel by the Sea.
Carmel, but how far is that from San Jose?
Hour and a half.
Can I borrow your car while you're gone?
No, I'm gonna be using. Wait, am I using my car? Still, maybe, probably not. I don't know. We'll see. Ask me when I'm able to look at the planning.
All right. If it's a yes, I'll bring you cigars. If it's no, I'll bring you cigars. I'll bring you.
Dang it! I forgot you're staying there the whole time. That's so far. To Ohlone. To Ohlone. Is the new shop though, the cigar bar that I'm working at might be closer.
Well, it's out. We could just go to that place close by and smoke. I don't care where we smoke, as long as we smoke.
The place close by in San Jose or close by to Carmel by the Sea?
Oh, I haven't thought that far ahead. I don't know where we could meet.
Okay, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to drive to Carmel by the Sea, which is an hour and a half at least. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to drive that far.
Okay, good news. Morgan Hill, Wine and Cigar, that's where I'm working now, the new spot. That's closer than San Jose. But the humidor. Goodness gracious. So I go into this new shop. I'm starting to work. I'm training, learning the new POS, meeting the customers. And I figure I just got to learn the bar setup, right? Because I haven't really bartended. I worked at a nightclub, but I didn't bartend there. And the humidor, like I don't know how to recommend things in the humidor. It's all brands that I'm not familiar with. So I wrote down a few. Casa Cuevas, they're pretty big on. Esteban Carreras, they're big on, and Christoph. And also Rocky Patel, Gurkha. It's like a different language. It's like you speak the same language, but different dialect.
So if I go into a shop like that, I am shocked they don't carry Sinistro.
They carry Sinistro. Yes.
Oh,
also, you nailed it. You nailed it.
Oh, Yeah.
Nice.
Hey man, have fun. Hopefully you make good money. Um, it was funny. I saw so my hometown, Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. They have a dairy treat. So it's like a Dairy Queen, but it's like a family owned, one off. I think it is, and it was like 2 blocks from my grandma's house. So when I was a kid, we would up until I was an adult when I used to go up there every other month. I'd probably stop at Dairy Treat and get a cone, and they were known for making the biggest fucking cones ever. And they had a twist, but they called it like something other than twist, like zebra cone or some shit. But anyways, they posted something that they're hiring, and they're like, "We're hiring somebody. You got to be. We would prefer you to be at least 16 because you'll be clothing by yourself, and we pay you minimum wage." And I'm like, "What is even minimum wage?" And I googled it, and in Texas it's 7.25. In Wisconsin, it's also 7.25.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I think when I was in high school, it might have been in the fives. I know my first job was 6.40 an hour at an Albertson, Julasco grocery store chain. And but I'm like, damn, it's like that's another one of them gigs where uh it would take you one whole hour to get one cone from there. I guarantee they don't have cones for like $4. I guarantee your cone with tax is gonna be 5 to 6 bucks. Like the
you
same
get,
thing you working at a cigar shop.
I'm
Like
sure you get a shift cone.
hey, if it's like the cigar industry, maybe not. Maybe you just get your little discount. Yeah.
All right, where'd you see this advertisement? Was it on
Oh, I followed them on
Instagram?
Facebook.
You follow them on Facebook.
Yeah.
Do you ever look up the Facebooks or Instagram or Twitter or X, I guess, of food companies? Like you buy a bag of chips and it says follow us on social media. I think
No.
it's the weirdest thing.
No, it's funny. I saw a TikTok. Yeah, I'm too old to be on TikTok. But this guy was eating like the Miss Vickers pickle chips, potato chips, and he called the number because there was like a number on it. Said if you enjoy our product, call this number. So he called. He's like, yeah, I'm just calling and say you guys did a great job with this chip. And the girl's like, oh, it's so sweet. Let me send you some coupons. And they're like, did we talk to the actual Mrs. Vickers or whatever her fucker name is? But nah, it's I remember when Twitter and Instagram first kind of started, I would always tag random celebrities in my post, like chilling with my buddy Cigar Analogies and Nate W and Cigar Brandon and Timbaland and Justin Timberlake. Like I don't know why I thought it was funny. It's not, but
Speaking of old Facebook or old social media, do you remember poking on Facebook?
yeah, the old guys, the boomers love to poke people on Facebook.
Yeah, that was so annoying. I don't think you can do it anymore.
No,
That's how I
it's
remember.
now classified as sexual harassment,
Really?
probably. No.
Um,
So I posted in the Weasel Team 6, but I kind of I didn't tell all the facts. I made it sound a little better for me than what it was, but I started a big ass fire here, and so
controlled, right? You like in a pit or something?
it was in a fire pit. Yeah, yeah, you're right. It controlled. It was well, semi-controlled. It was in a fire pit.
Are you a flamer?
So when I remodeled my kitchen, we got rid of these old cabinets that we had, and I put them outside, and I was using them outside. And they're just like old ass, dingy, fucking cupboards warped by the rain and shit. And Elisa's like, "Hey, we should clean up. Your mom's coming. We should clean up the yard." I'm like, "All right." She's like, "I think it's time to throw away those cupboards." I'm like, "I love them. I put all my shit in them, and they're fun. So I burned them. I put these 2 cabinets in my fire pit and a bunch of my cardboard, and then I started the cardboard on fire. And it didn't like the cupboards didn't catch, so I didn't think it caught. I went inside, made me a bowl of nachos, and Elisa's in there. It's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Like we were doing a lot of spring cleaning this weekend, and I'm sitting on the floor. I'm in my boxers, my white tee, and we're watching ESPN 30 for 30 broke. And we get a knock on the door, and it was like it sounded. I'm like in my head, I'm like, who the fuck is knocking like the 5-0? And I look on the ring camera, and there's a fire engine out there. And Lisa saw me look at my phone. She's like, "They're probably here for the bonfire." And I'm like, because I had been in the house for probably like 30 minutes, so I wasn't watching the fucker. I didn't think it started, and it was just smoking forever. So I just didn't think it caught. It was just smoking when I left, and I come out. I look out my screen door, and there's four fire fighters out here, and they're like, "Is this your house?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Let me put some shorts on." So I went and put some shorts on, and they're like, "What are you burning?" I'm like, "Just fucking cardboard." And I didn't tell them I was burning old cabinets. Luckily, they were all burned down, you know. And he's like, "Dude, you can't leave a fire unattended." I'm like, "Okay, gotcha." He's like, "You have to put the top on the fire because there's embers going everywhere." Well, I didn't tell him that I couldn't put the cover on it because the cabinets were stacked 6 feet high. um, he's like, "You gotta have a water source." And I'm like, "Well, I got this rain collector right here." He's like, "Yeah, but where's the hose at?"
I
I'm
have this
like,
portable jacuzzi.
"Yeah." I'm like, "Well," I'm like, I'll grab a bucket." He's like, "That's not gonna work." And he's like, "I appreciate the honesty, my man." I'm like, "I know. Well, I don't know I don't fucking know the laws here." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You can only start a bonfire if you're burning wood, and if it's for warmth or if you're cooking." And he's like, "It's 90 degrees outside, so you're not cold. I know that, and you're not cooking food, so you can't do this in the city limits." I forget that I'm actually in Austin. Like, it's funny because like a lot of people buy houses here and they're like, "Oh, I'm in Austin." It's like, no, they're in Pflugerville, they're in Cedar Park, they're in Leander. You know, I'm in Austin, you know, which is pretty dope. I mean, I pay the taxes to fucking live in Austin. I think my taxes are 10 grand a year. Just the fucking so even after you pay your house off, you're still paying what 800 a month just for the taxes. You know, it's fucking insane. But hopefully, yeah, it's worth it. But I learned my lesson. So then I smoked a cigar last night. I brought out my little tiny fire thing and smoked a cigar.
Okay, a few questions.
Yes.
Number one, when they left, when you parted ways, was it like, I understand I did wrong, or was it like you guys were upset at each other still?
No, I was cool because like when I buck up, like I'm first of all, I'm one of those guys where I don't mind if you tell me what I'm doing is incorrect and there's a better way to do it. You know, unless it's at my full time job and dude's got like 2 months on the job. It's like, dude, I've been doing this since I was 19. I'm 35. I've been at this particular airline for over 13 years. Like, don't tell me how to like. But so I was cool. Like, I wasn't. Only time I get mad at people is like when I'm driving and they're being dicks. But yeah, I was cool. I said, "Hey, you guys smoke cigars?" And they're like, no." Like,
Oof.
there's four dudes here. I'm like, "You guys, none of you guys smoke cigars." He's like, "Oh," I'm like, "I know." I'm like, "I know a lot of firefighters and police officers, and they all smoke cigars." Like, we have friends who do. I'm like, "Okay, well, I was gonna offer you guys some."
Did you ask, are you actually firefighters? I need to see
Yeah, are
you
you
some
here for
ID,
the bachelor
guys.
party? Um, yeah. Any more questions?
Yeah, question number two, a bowl of nachos? Like I made plates or sheet trays of nachos, but not a bowl of nachos.
Well, what I do is I'll grab like a bowl and I'll put a little um meat in there, a little sour cream, a little bean,
Mm.
and then I'll dip my chip in it so my chips don't get soggy. There's levels to this.
So that's not nachos, that's
Oh,
just chips and dip.
well, it's like a whole. Well, it's not like a dip. There's meat and cheese and bean salsa. I mean, you are dipping, but I don't think it's a dip just because you dip a chip. I think it's a nacho. I think a dip. I think of like artichoke dip, French onion dip.
Yeah, blended. You made like the Rocky Road version of nacho
It's not.
dip.
Yeah, it's not blended. That'd be
Mm.
sick.
What?
The puree. Um. Oh, then tonight we're making something called roja or chili chiliqua chili chiliqua. I can't fuck. God damn it! I can't say it.
Chilaquiles?
Yes, chilaquiles roja.
Nice.
Have you ever had that?
So it's red, but it's like tortilla chips and eggs,
Mm.
something
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
that.
make mine with beef. She can put egg in there. I'm gonna make us some ground beef, like a little different. But yeah, I learned how to make my own tortilla chips. So I bought some low calorie corn tortillas, corn tortilla. I'm gonna fry them. They're still not good for you, but it's gonna be a little better. Um, yeah, we're gonna make that. So I've been looking because I've been seeing. I saw a recipe on TikTok. I'm like, where? And I didn't know what it was called. I'm like, what's this recipe where it's like you put a chip and it's like in a salsa? And she's like, what's it called again?
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. And she's like, yeah, that's chilaquiles. Oh, so I've been wanting to try that. So we're gonna try that.
Chill Achilles. Dude, Achilles is
Chill.
so chill. What else? Was there something tied into that? Oh, fireman. Uh,
Yeah.
Fireman came into the shop. This is on day 2 of training, and they're in the humidor. So I went in the humidor and said, "Hey guys, let me know if I can help you out." One of them says, "What do you know about this cigar?" And it's the new Rocky Patel. I said, "Oh, sorry, I actually haven't tried that one yet. It's new." And then he says, "What about this one? It's the new Gurkha." I was like, "Come on,
Oh,
man, we're striking out over here." It's
I would say, hey man, they're good. We wouldn't carry it if it wasn't. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not gonna say that unless I know it. But yeah, it's hard to recommend because I don't know what anything tastes like yet. They have Cavalier. I like Cavalier.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
have Drew Estate, so I like the Undercrown 10. I don't think they had any Ligas on the shelf. Esteban Carreras, the 10th anniversary is decent.
No, I mean they make decent stuff. He has his own factory. Dapper used to be made in his factory. Craig Cunningham, um, he's a really smart businessman. I think he lives in California, and I think most of his business is like gas stations. Like he'll put like humidors in gas stations. But I also heard he's also kind of a he's very particular. Like working for him can be kind of or not difficult. It's more he's really involved. So like when you're on the road and you're booking a hotel, like I think he books the hotel for you to find like the best price and stuff like that. That's what I heard. This was years ago I heard this. So and that's not a negative. I don't it's not like I'm doing like rumors or whatever. It's just oh well maybe it's a rumor. I don't think the rep told me. Maybe a rep for another company. But I just think he's a really I'm just saying he's a very smart businessman and he's very successful. He has his own factory. He goes to the PCA every year. Um, the Cashmere is a solid Connecticut. The problem is there's so many like with Connecticut, there's so many good ones. I just don't have. There's no more room for them. I don't think so. Like I've been smoking a lot of Intemperance EC, and it's like I can't find. It's I love the Patina Connecticut, but it's $4 more expensive. So that's more of a few times a week versus temperance. I'll do that all day long. But yeah, the cashmere I think is solid. And then they had a Havana House and Lake Country sold a lot of them. A lot of the I think the Chupacabra they sold a lot of. They got in
Yeah.
trouble. They had something called a weird name. Oh, they came out
Devil's
with something
Hands.
called ball, huh?
Say it again.
Speedball. They had something like it was all like heroin based with the hard stuff.
Oh no,
Like
I was talking about.
speedball. I forgot the terminology. I never got into drugs, but there was like they were all like 8 ball or some shit. Um, but yeah,
No,
and
they
then
they came out with the Devil's Hands and then Warp sued them because they had the
oh,
same
they
name.
did.
Yeah, I don't know what became of that.
Yeah, I remember them both having devil stuff. But
Devil's right hand.
and then yeah, so that's an interesting shop. I wonder. I mean, yeah. Uh,
But yeah, that shop is going to be so much closer to drive to. However, Ohlone is where people know of you, and Romacraft is there. But it's going to be a lot longer for you and me to get there. So
well,
we got some time.
we're coming back to San Jose on Sunday.
from Carmel
Yeah, so we're spending some time in San Jose.
after Sunday.
No, we're leaving Monday morning. So we're coming in. We're flying in Friday, and we're leaving Friday afternoon to go to Caramel,
Carmel.
Carmel, Carmel by the sea.
I think you just
And
say
then we're coming
Carmel.
back
People don't say
Sunday
Carmel by
to
the
San
sea.
Jose. So are you saying Aloni's on the way to San Jose?
No, Ohlone. Okay, how do I just describe this? If Carmel is your toes,
Uh-huh.
San Jose is your jockstrap.
Oh,
Morgan Hill Wine and Cigar is your thigh, so it's kind of closer. And Ohlone is your chest.
all right. Anyways, we'll figure it out. I would, yeah, it'd be cool to go to Aloni.
Yeah.
I don't know what time. Who knows? But it's my mom booked the hotel, and who knows? But uh, I had the I had another story I want to just fucking say.
While you're thinking about your story, don't
Oh,
let me
I got it.
interrupt
I got it.
you. Go
Oh,
ahead.
go on.
Shout out to our sponsor, El Dandy Cubano. I haven't texted him again, but El Dandy says, just like last week, smoke the Patina Lancero. Cool kids are doing it. El
I haven't
Dandy.
tried it. Oh, I haven't tried it since I was in Nicaragua.
Hmm.
But this is where I was going to go. This is a good segue. Is I've been spending a little too much on cigars, but when I find like a really good deal, like I'm like, well, I'm going to smoke them, and they're not going to go bad. So, like, I got a really good deal on a box of Aquitaine mandibles, and like I was able to stack a couple codes and shit. I got a box of mandible and a box of Avarice BA. They're not being made right now, so I'm like, well, I have to get the BA. I love the BA. And then I got that. I was going to tell you about this. I got that $100 sampler from Small Batch. You got 50 cigars for $100, and I'm like, I like most of the brands they carry. I'm guessing it's stuff that was part of Maximar because these are brand like Small Batch hasn't been around for 20 years. Like some of these brands are like I wasn't familiar with half the cigars, and I think I'm in like the top 5% of like geeks out there, and there's a lot most of the stuff I didn't know. Like there's a lot of crusty old I got two crusty old San Latanos.
Ooh.
It's just random stuff. Like I mean, for $2 a cigar, what do you expect? But I was not expecting that. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do some reviews on them and just see like, hey, or I'm gonna post four cigars and say which ones did I smoke? Like, all right, yeah, it's interesting.
Or what order would you smoke these cigars?
Yeah, trash, stash, or
Check the lineup.
smash. Um, and then uh, and then I did a big order at Owlier Cigar. I got a box of I think I mentioned this before, but box of Olmec, box of Wise Man, the new one, and the Maduro, so two boxes, and then the Mandible Cro-Magnon, the new, yeah, it's really, yeah. The problem is, like, my, like, a good day of is I smoke one of each of them, and it's like, damn, that's like 12, 10, $14. It's like, fuck, it's like, you know, so it's, I gotta start. I organized my humidor last night. I have 9 bundles of Viso Horny. Um, and then I I actually have a good amount of foundation, but a lot of it I want to save. Like um, foundation did a box press L1 for Famous, and I really want to smoke one, but it was a limited run. So um, you know what cigar I'm
But
really
what
been is
but
the
what
one
if
they did
it's
for Owl City. What?
what if that the box press smokes like the JR exclusive?
Ooh. Hopefully, with some age, yeah, that that was not a good cigar.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Uh,
don't sit on them. Smoke one, then you know.
I don't like opening boxes, 'cause then I just smoke them
Mm.
all. I know, and that's like it's funny because like that's like I don't know, man. I get it. Cigars are meant to be smoked. What's the point of stash them all? I don't know. I got my tattoo back up, my Roma Craft back up. That's a fucking great cigar, but I'm waiting for the right price.
Two listener questions kind of related to what you said. Cigar Brandon bringing the pain said, "Wise man is the best thing to come out of my father since dot dot dot." Left it open ended.
Ooh, I love it. Me and Brandon both got floral, a lot of like floral notes out of it, and it's it's funny because like I didn't tell him, and I know that I tasted that before he told me, but it's a really good cigar. I like it. I like it a lot. It's like that could be in my rotation. I can see, but yeah, it's probably the best cigar since I really like the one that they did. The pork chop or tenderloin, whatever, pork chop. The Tuxla. I love that cigar.
Hmm.
Um, but like the best cigar I smoked from my father in the last 5 years was that Cape Special Lonsdale. They did. I believe Shane's got like 5 boxes of them. That was a great cigar.
Another listener question. Velvet Smoke says, "When we get in the Clovis, boys?"
Who said that?
Velvet Smokes.
Velvet. Clovis. I think Skip had mentioned it might be a little bit longer. He wants them to age for a little longer, I believe. I think I have a couple singles left. That's a great cigar. It's yeah, it's
Uh,
good.
Last listener question. This one was related. The last one wasn't. I forgot. 414 Marco asks, favorite or best cigar of the month club to join. So it sounds like the 50 cigars for $100, not a good deal. Or
No,
you get
I
what you
think
paid for.
yeah, no, they're all like they're not like all Rom Mexicos or factory smokes or the Fortello color shit. They're
Watch it.
all like I can tell they're all most of them are 90% of them are like just cigars that are good solid that they're not like mixed filler all viso cigars.
Plus, it's not 50 of the same cigar. So you always have that chance in your head when you go to light up, like maybe this is actually like a $5 smoke.
Yeah, yeah. Well, also the another good club is the something Twain or something that Skip does. It's a blind one. Standard Twain, standard something or other. He gave me the pack. My problem is he gave me a pack of four, and like you smoke it, and then you develop your opinion on it, and then you scan it. And Skip likes doing that because he can smoke it, and then he can kind of, hey, I think this is this factory. I think it uses this tobacco. Oh, I was correct. Who I don't like this is probably this. Oh, that's why. So it's a great exercise. I'm gonna do the pack. My problem is like with the heat now, I can't smoke as much because it's so freaking hot out. So like I can smoke two in the morning and maybe two at night, or two in the morning and maybe one at night. Like on a regular day. If I do a double at work, I could probably smoke two at night and two in the morning. So like I like to save my best cigar for the first one right away when I wake up. And I don't want to smoke something I don't know what it is and have it disappoint me. So but I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna light one up and I'm gonna take a picture of it and then see if I like it. Now the key thing would be uh develop give my opinion on it before I find out what it is, and don't try to change it after the fact. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure that could be done.
Yeah, but just like deep down, like you might change your opinion. You recently smoked the domain, right?
Yeah. The
Well,
domain neutron, the one that's you can actually pronounce, not the negentropy or whatever.
was that a blind review?
Yeah, it was good. I
Did it
give it
post yet?
box. Hmm?
Did it post yet?
Yeah, it should be up.
Okay, because the last one you did was a Vlad one, and it seemed like not really many people liked it.
That was like 3 I think now.
Oh,
But the domain I said box purchase. Was it Ben or Rich? I think Rich said 5 pack and Ben said single. So all three.
okay. What happened to Ted?
He decided he's busy with other work things right now, so he didn't want to be slowing us down, so he bowed out.
For momentarily or forever?
For the time being, I don't know if he's plans on coming back.
Okay, yeah.
He's
Ted's a
just
great dude. He posted he's so horny, and he messaged me and said, "Dude, these are really good." And I'm
nice.
like, "Man, I appreciate that." It's still kind of crazy to think that I had a cigar come out and um, a decent run, 2600. Can't wait to do another run. I just got to get down to Nicaragua. It's just so busy, 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 busy. Especially with housework, man. It never ends.
Yeah, it's all about the upkeep.
Oh yeah, I'm smoking a Intemperance VA, the Grand Perfecto, and it is dynamite. I dry boxed it for like 4 or 5 days on accident, not on purpose.
I had the Frenchie yesterday.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good. But it says it's listed as Sabretooth on the code on the band.
Yeah.
Because I hear everyone calling it
The plan
Sabretooth.
for that cigar changed after John left.
Got it.
And Skip said that. Speaking of John, I wanted to say this real quick. I might have talked about this meme before, and I don't know why it stuck with me. It's like one time you and all your friends went outside and played backyard football or backyard baseball, and you guys left, and that was the last time you guys did it. And it makes me think of like even as an adult, stuff we do on a day to day, month to month. It could be the last time we do that. Like not that you could just die or obviously that anything can happen like that, accidents. But it's like last trade show, last July 2023, I helped out at the Roma Craft booth and I hung out with John the whole time, and that was the last time. Like next year, he was at he wasn't even in Vegas for trade show. So it's just crazy how you never know when it's going to be the last time of something, you know.
Live in the moment.
Like when I was with my brother three
Put
years
the
ago,
gram away.
3 years since I would come back and visit him or I'd see him. No, definitely not. I would have spent more time. I wouldn't have visited you.
Dang,
Just
I
kidding.
visited you. We went to his apartment to record.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun. But it's just crazy to think like it's been 3 years, and we we've both probably changed a lot. 3 years is a lot of fucking time. I know I've changed a shit ton in 3 years. I
Yeah,
moved to Texas, and and yeah, I'm a lot different than I was 3 years ago. Now I talk to him every day on text, but I haven't. I think I've talked to him on the phone maybe once. Most of it, we just text. We're in a group chat with my mom, and we text every day. But
you haven't seen him like at Christmas or Thanksgiving or anything?
no, I usually work.
That's true.
He's come back to Milwaukee once or twice, and obviously I was down here.
Let's get your visiting.
No, it is. It's um yeah, and it's like my dad. It's like trying to. It's like pull teeth. My dad will not call me. Like I always have to call him, and I understand. He's always been like that. Even when I was a kid, I remember like my mom and dad separated, and I went to live with my dad, and I was in high school, so I wasn't like young, but my dad would just disappear for like 3 days. I mean, I'm in high school, so it's not a big deal, but it's like, and you call his phone's off. I'm like, Dad, like where, like, luckily I had a car and everything, but it's like he'd never. I always got to if he calls me, it's because something bad happened,
Hmm.
which sucks. So I checked out call records. I haven't talked to him on the phone since April 25th, so I got to call him. But we also have different schedule. He's second shift, Friday, Saturday off, and then I'm morning. So it's hard to get a hold of him in the mornings because I'm at work, and there's not a quiet place to talk on the phone at work. There's the break room is quiet. It's not quiet. There's everybody in there playing their boombox and playing video games and watching TV on full blast, watching TikToks on full blast. And then everywhere else, there's a plane with their APU running or the air conditioner running, and then you can't hear shit. I could go up in the concourse, but even then, it's loud. Everybody's, there's a million people up there. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get better at calling them more. I talk to my mom a lot, but but um, but I'm trying. What I'm saying, I'm trying to get my dad to come to Austin. He came to Austin once, and when I lived in the apartment, but he was doing training in Oklahoma, and he flew down here on a like flight benefits.
Have you gotten your brother to visit Austin?
No, I haven't seen him in 3 years.
Well, have you tried to convince him to next time before the next 3 years?
Oh no, I mean I've told him he should come down here. I'm like, dude, but we got a lot of space. I'm like, you love Austin. There's so much shit to do. The problem is he's 6'5" and he's thin, but he doesn't like flying. He hates flying.
Hmm.
So like when he came back to Milwaukee, and he's got a big ass German Shepherd, so you'd have to watch the dog for him. Um, but yeah, he has, if he goes somewhere, you got to take the dog, and then
Yeah,
he
it's
hates
tough.
flying. So
It's like a kid, but the kid grows up to where you can travel. The dog doesn't.
no,
Um,
you're right.
did I say that there's an owner of a shop that thought Mickey Peg was Steve Saka at the trade show? I don't remember if I brought that up before.
No, I haven't heard that, but I could see it.
Kind of. I think he was
Um,
drinking when he said it too.
I got confused at when I visited Lucione booth for the first time in 2017. I thought I was talking to Dion because I saw a picture of Dion. I didn't realize Dion was 6'6" or 6'5". So I'm talking to a dude who's like 5'7", but he's got like the same sideburns as Dion. I'm like, hey man, I really like what you do with that cigar. He's like, well, I mean, Dion blended it, not me. I'm like, oh yeah, I know, but I mean, you work for him, so I tried to cover
Nice.
myself. I'm like,
They both had
yeah,
sideburns.
yeah, they both had the big sideburns.
That feels weird. Like, I wonder if he got hired because of the sideburns, or he started working for Illusion and they're just like, "Hey, I'm gonna be like Dion."
I guess.
Hmm.
Brandon, have you met Dion before?
Brennan has entered the chat for the podcast listeners.
It was so funny. So he's got his on his Zoom picture, him, the AI version of him, and I posted a picture of me talking on the phone. I was smoking a cigar. In the background, I had Brandon's picture on my screen, and they're like, "I knew exactly who you were talking to before you even fucking tagged Brandon."
Nice.
Sorry, guys. I just got your message. I just got out of Pilates. I'm a Pilates princess now.
Are you?
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So Pilates, is that just yoga with music?
Kind of. I'm not sure what yoga is, but it was. I do feel like a Pilates princess, though. I can confirm that.
Do you do this with Kelly or by yourself?
Yeah, I did it with Kelly. She made me do
There you
it.
go.
Anyways, I'm sorry for interrupting y'all soon. Did y'all just start?
No, we were actually about to wrap it up. I got Dom. What am I having for dinner tonight?
What? I'm not making you food.
No, what am I having? What's it called?
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. I'm having that for dinner. You guys going out for dinner tonight, Brand?
We just got some to go. Question: Can you summarize your episode for me in like 5 seconds?
Me
Oh,
or Tyler?
What did we learn? What did we
Fire
decide?
department buying too many cigars.
Wait,
Hold on, you're glitching. Hold on. Wi-Fi's dying. And oh, it's just Brendan. Asking to Brendan, would you say?
So can you summarize your podcast in 5 minutes for me? 5 seconds.
You can
5
just listen
seconds.
to it.
Tyler tried. Let's see. Nacho bowls. Yeah, fire. Tyler's a flamer. Cigars are expensive. Cheap cigars kind of suck.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Oh, and then the lounge I'm working at now has a terrible selection.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
Yeah.
Dom, what if the owner heard you say that?
No, okay, Jeb is one of the owners now. He bought it. He realizes that this is not the humidor that's going to be like we're gonna work through these brands and bring in some new stuff.
Oh, so the owner of one of the owners of Aloni bought this one?
One of the manager, Jeb Avalone, bought this one with two other
Oh, the
guys.
manager bought.
Yeah.
Okay, now is the owners of Aloni, how is that relationship now?
They're cool with it. And he's I believe still managing or co-managing Avalone. We're building an empire in California.
Because a lot of like these cigar shops are ruthless, but when people leave the shop, like if Brandon probably knows this. Dallas is a cutthroat fucking market. It's like Austin is. Like if someone were to come into Austin and open up a shop, you probably it's like you'd be pissing people off.
I don't know. I feel like in Dallas, it's like everyone wants everybody to succeed. As long as you're not opening up across the street and being like a little siesta about it, everybody's cool.
That's good. Well, like in San Antonio, there's a shop called Cigar Point, and Gabe's owns it, him and his dad, and it's been around for like 15 years. And then there's a chain, not a chain, but there's 3 locations called Fink Cigars, owned by the Finks, and they opened one directly across the street.
Yeah.
Directly. Now, is that shitty? Yeah. But hopefully Gabe's had that been in that area for 15 years. Hopefully he's got a strong connection with his customers and they'll remain loyal to him. But it does suck that somebody opened up right across the street. Now, Milwaukee, real quick, Milwaukee's weird because there's a smoking ban and you have to be grandfathered in. So, like, new shops will pop up and they'll have like a 3 seasons room where you can smoke in or something, but it's like, it's in Wisconsin. That doesn't work. So it's a lot of like, it's like a cigar shop will open, but it's like, it's a tobacco shop and part of it's cigars. There's not like lounges opening. So, but even then, like they're really competitive, even though there's like, it's like you guys have no competition. There's not new shops or like, it's weird. And then I heard Half Wheel pulled something like a year ago that people are lobbying for the smoking ban to be lifted for cigar shops, like an exemption, and that would really hurt because these shops have inflated value because they have the smoking ban, they're grandfathered in. So like if you buy a shop, you're spending a shitload of money just to get that license. You're not like a lot of them, they don't own the buildings, they don't own, you're just buying the inventory, the shitty chairs in the shop and that license. And it goes for a lot of money because you can't open up a lounge. And there's no guarantee that you can transfer your license over to somebody. So you're even taking a bigger risk. You're hoping that they don't come and say, wait a minute, the license says XO owns it. You own it now. It doesn't transfer. Like you don't know for sure. You're spending a lot of money. Taking a big risk.
I got nothing else.
Well, at least you can smoke cigars for longer than 15 minutes with a license.
Yeah, that's where is that at? Minneapolis, downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah, Minneapolis.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they're saying there's one shop there called Anthony's apparently, and the city ordinance is like targeting them specifically by saying you can only sample a cigar for 15 minutes. But Charlie Minato's found a workaround already, so there's a Charlie loophole.
What's the Monado loophole?
Let's hear it.
If you actually read the ordinance that was written, it defines sampling as the heating or activation of tobacco for the purposes of like testing the aroma and flavors.
Uh-huh.
And so if you're defining the sampling that's bound to 15 minutes as the actual application of heat to the cigar, nobody spends more than 15 minutes per hour lighting the fucking thing. So should be fine.
So you got to be careful what you smoke. Don't get something that tends to go out.
Yeah. Unless it's like a Gran Habano on wheels, he said. Like that one would probably take 15 minutes to get lit. But
Did I tell you?
else is probably
I didn't tell you guys about the blowtorch guy.
No, let's hear it.
This guy at the lounge, old guy, works in like construction, like leaned over when he's walking, and he sits down and he has a blowtorch with him to light his like 9x70 cigar.
Oh my
pretty
god. People do way too much.
A freaking blowtorch. Like that, is that even legal to bring that in?
Not in
It was
California.
crazy. It was crazy.
pretty cool.
Yeah, don't bring that in Minneapolis. I've never seen that before.
I wouldn't bring my girlfriend. If he's that cool. Oh, fucking blowtorch.
I always like when Matt Booth posts those pictures of him like lighting his cigar with his like jewelry torches and stuff. It looks pretty cool.
I've seen less pictures of Matt Booth smoking a cigar than any other brand owner.
Jonathan Drew?
Okay, but I really haven't seen many pictures of Jonathan Drew in a long time.
What you're saying that Matt doesn't smoke a lot of cigars?
I'm just saying a lot of his photos are in front of cars or jewelry, not just cigar based.
Does he still have those THC cigarettes?
I don't know.
We had our Davidoff rep in the Midwest. He got canned, but he would come to an event and just rip heaters all night, smoking cigarettes.
Nice. I wish Davidoff still sold cigarettes. I bet those are pretty good.
Yeah. Did you see that the Davidoff year of chest crate thingy?
Yeah, I want it. They're only selling it in Hong Kong and New York, I think, if I remember right. And there's not that many of them.
Did you get the Padron Fuente thing?
No, we haven't got one yet.
I
heard
was in
they're
a shop
terrible,
when they
so
got
I don't even want them now. What's that?
You what?
I heard they're both terrible. From like multiple people.
I can't wait to see the first review of it. I cannot fucking wait.
I'm still gonna buy it. Like I'm gonna get one of each, but yeah.
I might have to hit you up. Maybe. No, that's
Nope,
all.
El Dandy had, I think he bought both of them. I don't know if you smoked one yet though.
Lake Country, my old shop, they had them and they were selling it whole. And they weren't gonna open it up. I think they were selling it for $7,500.
That's probably if it is bad, that's the best way to do it. Just disappoint one person instead of 20 or 40 people.
I don't know if I told this story yet, but so I was thinking, I'm like, man, I mean, back in the day, Christian Arroyo made a cigar for Lito Gomez, and Lito Gomez made a cigar for Christian Arroyo. And then you had the Pepin Johnson one, the Padron Fuente. And I called Mike up, Mike Rosales. I said, Mike, I got $1 billion idea. He's like, is it really $1 billion? He's like, I'm in Pennsylvania. Is this worth my time? I'm like, it might be $1,000 idea. I said, how about you blend a cigar for Skip that you think Skip would like? Because Mike can blend. He had his own brand, and he used to. He was big in the tobacco. Like when he would have rollers, he'd have Raul Diesla. Him and Raul would go to a shop and they'd roll cigars, or Raul would roll cigars and shit. So I said, Mike, you blend the cigar Skip would like. Skip, you blend the cigar that you think Mike would like. And Mike's like, call me back when you got $1 billion idea. He's like, I gotta go. I have a meeting, or I'm at a shop. But I think that'd be dope as fuck. Have a cigar like the Craft Marquette. One's called the Mom. One's called the Row. Bad
We'll give
idea,
you,
good idea.
yeah, we'll give you credit for thinking of it when it happens in like 2 years.
You don't think it's a good idea,
No, I think it is.
Brandon?
I feel like my father and Tatawahe just did this, and Padron and Fuente just did this.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's based on that. Why can't they do it?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, did y'all answer my listener question?
We did.
Tyler did, I didn't.
Oh, well, what do you think? What's the answer?
It's really good. Oh, I would say I really it was in my top 10 that the Tatuaje pork chop.
Okay, so you said the Tuxla Lomo de Cerdo was the last thing that was better than that?
Ooh, I don't know if it's better, but it's on par.
That's
My
what I'm
favorite,
saying.
my favorite's been the Kappa Especial LLE that came
Yeah.
out 3 or 4 years ago.
Are the Scassos out of that factory or are they Florida? Miami.
Miami counts.
I love to go ahead this.
Yeah. We can count Miami as well. Anyway.
All right. We got anything
Brandon,
else?
do you have a lip in right now?
Do I have a lip?
Yeah.
Pillow?
Pouches?
Oh no, Kelly made me quit. So
Why?
so I kind of didn't tell my wife that I started doing those. Like in the middle of her pregnancy, and she thought that I just loved her so much that I like wanted to spend more time with her instead of smoking cigars at night. But really I was just supplementing my nicotine intake with pouches discreetly. And everything was fine because she had no idea. And then one of our employees at the shop like told her like how many Zimbabwe's does Brandon pack a day? And she's like, he doesn't do those. What are you talking about? And they're like, hell yeah, he does. And so I was like, damn it, you ruined this for me, because she thinks they're gross.
It's like she went into the your shed out back and found your porn collection.
Yeah.
Did your pants start having a round indentation in the back pocket like my dad used to have with the Copenhagen?
No, so here's the thing. I never carried the can with me. I had it in my backpack at all times. So she spent a couple of weeks while she knew without like telling me that she knew, and she just monitored my behavior. And every morning when I woke up, I'd like carry my backpack with me into the bathroom, put my little Zen in, and then carry my backpack out of the bathroom. And she's like, "Why are you being so sneaky about it?" I'm like, "Cool, because I knew you wouldn't like it, and I wanted to do it."
Can Kelly hear us?
No, she's inside. We're good.
Okay, a quick story. There's a guy at work. He got married. They had a kid. This was a long time ago, so it's not anybody in Austin. And him and his wife stopped being intimate with each other. And he was saying that he can't watch porn. She won't let him watch porn. And he can't go into the spare bathroom because it's too obvious. So he's like, I like when my wife leaves because I can watch porn with the sound on. I'm like, dude, why are you telling us this?
Oh wow.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's one of my best friends I ever met. I don't know where he's at now, but hopefully that situation cleared itself up.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. But yeah, it was funny too because what was I talking about? Oh, I came home and I ate some beef jerky, and Elisa's like, I never see your teeth. Show me your teeth. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, all right. I never see them. And then she's like, I want you to start brushing your teeth at night. I'm like, I brush my teeth every night before I go to bed. She's like, yeah, but then you'll go and drink like an iced tea or have a couple potato chips or something. Like you need to brush your teeth and not only drink water after that. I'm like, well, I don't drink water. I'll drink water with a flavor additive. So and I'm like, and then I told her later, I'm like, look, I'm like, I was not ready for that surprise inspection. I didn't get a chance to floss. I had beef jerky. She's like, well, there's no food in your teeth. I'm like, I know, but I just wasn't like, I wasn't prepared for it. Like, give me like a 5-minute prep.
So
I just went to
moral of the
year ago.
story, if you're hiding something from your significant other, She
It's
knows.
cheating.
Nice.
So this morning I decided to like throw it in her face by buying a pack of the Black Label Trading Company or Black Rifle, whatever the coffee place is. They sell like coffee pouches that have caffeine in them,
Yeah.
but they're not like thin and tight and small like the little Zens. They're like big old honking pouches, and they're gross, and it's basically like putting an espresso pot in your mouth and just chewing on it, right? And it like I'm imagining it's gonna make my teeth really, really dark and disgusting. And so I'm like, would you rather me do this, or would you rather me go back and do the Zen again?
Well, my friend's wife told me that my teeth were a lot better than her husband, who works in the cigar industry. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yes.
But I told Elisa when she did my teeth inspection, I said, I might start chewing Copenhagen. And she's like, that's way worse. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Exactly.
But that's what's changed the most since we started living together like a year and a half ago was it's like, man, if I want to smoke a cigar, like it's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
Like the prep for bed stuff. You know, it's like, do I want to smoke a cigar? If I do, I got to do 45 steps to get ready for bed. And it's like, I just won't smoke, you know. Or it's like, it's late in the day. It's like, you know what? I won't smoke. I'll only smoke one cigar today.
And that's how it is with me now, but not because of Kelly, but because of Elliot, our 4-month-old.
Yeah.
So anytime I come home from the shop, we both have to shower immediately and get all the smoke off of us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I come home from work and it's hot as shit, and I've been smoking like 2 cigars at work or whatever, or that day. So I come home and I shower immediately. So then it's like, well, if I want another cigar, then I'm going on my 3rd shower of the day. You know, so it's like, is it worth it?
A lot of water.
To take a 3rd shower to enjoy an hour cigar?
When you take your 2nd and 3rd shower of the day, are you washing your hair every time? Are you washing your body every time?
Yeah.
The whole thing.
I wash everything. I don't do the hot
Are you
spot.
conditioning your hair?
I don't condition my hair, but another thing that Lisa had me doing, so with Lisa, is I started brushing my teeth more. I was only doing it twice a day. Now I do it 3 times a day. I wasn't flossing as much. Now I floss a lot. And I wasn't doing scraping my tongue and shit like that. And then I wasn't using any face stuff. Like, guys don't use face stuff. Now I have 3 different face stuff I put on my face. And now I have more acne than before. But what happens is, so like I stopped for a week and then the acne came back when I started using it again. So it's like you use the face stuff and then the acne comes out. But if you keep doing it, then the acne will stay away. Like, not like a ton of acne, just like a couple little spots here. But like I use 3 different. I use one for acne. It's like CeraVe or some shit. One's like a Dove men's scrub, and the other one's like a Hawthorne Target one that you leave on your face. The other 2 you rinse off right away. But I got a really good compliment today. Some guys like, dude, your beard's looking good. Well, not beard. I wouldn't call this a beard. But it's tough to see because I have blonde hair. Like, I wish I had the orange mustache like Brandon.
Podcast listeners, there is no beard on Tyler right now.
There is.
Do not be fooled.
It's blonde. You can't see it, dude.
You're far from the camera, but no chance. Oh, all right. There's some stubble.
Yeah, I've never, dude. Yeah, I never had any of that.
Dang. You feel like walking around with a toothpick in your mouth?
Brandon.
Wow.
I want to put this mic right in there.
All right, guys.
Brandon, what'd you smoke at work today?
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't work today. Actually, I went into the shop, but I didn't smoke anything.
Oh yeah, you have off Sunday, Mondays, right?
Yeah, I didn't smoke anything yesterday, and I haven't smoked anything today. I don't know if I will.
So you were really like the Zen thing. I don't think you were doing it because you needed nicotine. Because I don't crave nicotine. Like, I'll be like, if I'm hanging out with her and her friends, and I know they don't like cigars, like I'd be like, oh, it'd be nice to have a cigar right now, but I'm not scratching myself for a stogie.
So the cigars aren't addictive, but the Zen was fucking addicted. Like quitting Zen,
Oh,
hard
1,000%.
as shit. Yeah, but I started it. I was just doing it like once a week, and it was nice and floaty. I felt great. And then it sneaked into like you'd need one when you woke up, and then one after every meal, and then one before you went to bed. So it's like 5 a day.
And then you start putting it in a
and
wet napkin and put it in your anus.
then you start falling asleep with a man, or like stacking multiples, you know. So
And then,
like,
then you clean the
Nicotine
bedroom
dreams.
and you find 50 Zen packets behind the headboard.
yeah. But I still love them. Like if Kelly gave me the go ahead to do that, I would start doing them again in a heartbeat.
How much are they?
Usually you can get if you buy like 2 or 3, you can get them for like $5 or $6. They're not terrible. For like
Oh, do
15
you
pounds.
get like reward points where you get like a sweet coat or something?
You can cash in reward points from. They have like a camel cash situation where you scan in your cans and you save up your points, and you
Scan in
can.
your
The
cans.
cool thing you can trade it in for is like the metallic can. That's what I wanted.
Ooh. Like to
and-
hold your
Yeah, and the metallic can has a nice little spot on top that you can put your used Zens in if you're not like around a trash can, so you're not just like a polluter. Their own stuff.
Oh.
But it's a pretty cool little status symbol for sure.
Did you
Shows
talk
that
to the Peacocks about possibly becoming a Zen retailer, official Zen retailer?
I could. Problem with that is it's a lot cheaper than cigars, and it would probably get a lot of our like heavy consumers off of cigars. So I probably don't want people to know about them.
Okay.
Or you
Interesting.
become a Zen reviewer and just trash them.
Yeah. There's a kid that reviews cigarettes on YouTube, and he's so cool. Have you ever watched him?
When you say
No, you sent me
kid, like
videos. Did you
actual
send him
kid,
cigars?
I don't know how old he is. He looks like he might be 18.
Did you send him a lunatic?
He did smoke a 10 by 100. Yeah.
Did he
He's
get it
very.
for you?
It's possible.
Damn.
But we need to do a check on our friend Alfonso Brown to see how much money he's raised.
Oh, on the
cigar bibs.
on the bib.
Somebody took $10 away from him for some reason. He went down $10. He was at 7,777. Here, let me increase
Dude,
this.
how do you have so much time?
What's up?
How do you have so much time to follow this and be so active in group chats and shit?
Charlie chat.
Brother, I'm just addicted to the internet. It's fine.
I mean, I have to delete that chat like 3 times a day.
I'll read everything, but I put it on notification silence.
Yeah.
So I'll look and I'll have 45 messages and they're all like, ha ha ha. Everybody ha ha somebody.
Yeah.
I just love it. It's a big family. We just all love each other.
It's really a brotherhood.
I just wish I knew everybody in the group.
I'll introduce you.
Yeah, I'm trying to use context clues to figure out who I actually know. And
I'm going to post a video
3.
of myself and introduce myself. Hey, my name is Tyler, aka V So Horny.
If
I
you
live in
do
Austin,
that,
Texas.
before you do that, will you take your shirt off for me? Just
yeah, I could. I'm kind of proud of my chest hair.
I appreciate that.
I kind of have like, yeah, I could probably do that.
If you could braid all 3 of them together for the video,
No, it's more than a braid.
That would be really cool.
It's a little patch.
Yeah.
It goes from my chest pubes down to my ball fro.
All right, we got to wrap things up.
Very
All
cool.
right. Brandon,
Well,
you have 5 minutes to talk. I'll call you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Since we're at the end of the episode, dude, my 8th graders are like, "Oh, hey, nice podcast." I didn't want to say that at the beginning because they would have heard that. But
Oh my
they
God.
were Tyler, they were upset that you were on Drake's side of the beef.
Yeah, you're fucking retarded. Sorry.
No one likes
I love
Drake.
Drake's music. I love Kendrick Lamar, but here's my thing. It's 20 versus 1.
Shut the hell up.
It's 20 guys versus Drake. I'm going to take Drake.
He's a fucking pedophile.
No,
Stop defending him.
He's not a petty.
He brought up Millie Bobby Brown, and nobody had even said anything about Millie Bobby Brown.
What about? I'm getting the look from my better half.
Fine.
I'm telling you, Drake is a pedophile, and he can send me a cease and desist right now. I don't even care.
You can't throw away accusations like that.
I just did.
Well, you'll be hearing from my lawyers from Visa Horny Enterprises, and
Drake is dumb.
Tom,
He's a colonizer, dude. He's a colonizer.
Dang.
Yeah.
Drake the Snake.
Kendrick destroyed him.
It's just
And
big deep proof.
His response was, "Oh yeah, this was fun. It was really nice to get the pen out. Yeah, we did a good job together."
But what song that I told you guys last time? That one song, there's 3 different beat changes in it. That last verse, oh, I listened to that last verse.
Are you talking about Family Matters? Yeah, Family Matters was a good song. That was his nuke, and then Kendrick immediately responded within 45 minutes with "Meet the Grams" and diffused all attention from it. Like,
but bro,
Kendrick played it brilliantly.
Drake planted a fake child, and Kendrick ran with it. That's next level.
That's so silly.
It's hilarious. Drake is the ultimate troll.
No.
Anyway,
Yeah, he's like, "Haha, you got me. I made you think I was a pedophile. Ha, this is funny. I got you."
He's a dork.
Yeah.
what about when Drake said proposed in 2015, and I guess in that wedding it happened. It's pretty fucking, dude. That song I gotta listen to it right after I call Brandon. But we gotta wrap this up. I gotta call Brandon.
Yeah. All right, rock and roll, guys. Keep those cigars.
Oh yeah, I'm a river bat now. That's all I gotta say.
You're a riverman?
River bat.
On ice.
So I've been telling everybody I'm going back. I'm going back to school,
I don't
community
know what you're
college.
saying. What does that mean?
I'm explaining. River bat is my college mascot of the school I'm enrolled in now. And
Is
I'm
this
working
like
up
the bats underneath the Stokoe Bridge, or what's going on?
It's a river bat. I'm the ACC river bat, and I'm proud of it. Elisa graduated from UT. She's a Longhorn. It's a little bit harder school to get into, actually a lot harder. And so
what are you going for, though?
But I'm going to be a community college. I'm going back to school.
Anything specific, like business?
Business, baby.
Film?
Film.
Film and digital media, man.
Underwater basket weaving. Astronomy.
Linguistics.
Taylor Swift. I'm going to be a Swiftie. Yeah, there's a course in Harvard. Oh, I know they're going to start camping out at the campus, and they have to kick me out. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Riverbat, baby.
Good boys.
Yeah!